Hi guys, here are the answers to our revision questions for today. So question 67, we have multiply out and simplify, and we have two brackets here in our expression. So the first bracket, if we multiply this first bracket out, we're doing 2 times each of these three terms. So that first line of working is going to be 2x squared. 2 times the minus 4x, so that's minus 8x, and then 2 times the 3 would be plus 6. And then if we multiply out the second bracket, we've got minus x times x, so that's minus x squared. And then we've got minus x times minus 3, so that's plus 3x. Then all we have to do is tidy up the terms. So we've got 2x squared minus an x squared, so that's just going to be an x squared. We have minus 8x plus 3x, so that's going to be minus 5x, and then we have this plus 6 on the end. Question 68. We have Rob normally cycles a total distance of 56 miles per week. He increases his distance by 15% each week for the next 3 weeks. How many miles will he cycle in the third week? So because this is a consistent percentage increase over a period of time, this would be the same style of question as a compound interest question. So the first thing we need to do is our multiplier. So we always start with 100%, and here we're increasing by 15%, so we're going to add on 15%. So we would have 115% each week. So as a decimal, that would be 1.15. So when we do our calculation, it's going to be 56 miles times 1.15. And this is across 3 weeks. So it's a power of 3. And then when we type that into the calculator, we're going to get 85.169 miles. Okay, question 69, we have here the depth of the water in this cylindrical tank is 5 metres. Calculate the radius, and we're told that A to B is 18 metres across. So what I'm going to do first of all is I'm actually just going to take a triangle out of this. Okay, this style of question is a Pythagoras question. You'll recognise this as you work through various different revision materials. So you have your triangle sort of like that. So if I just take that triangle out, and we just draw it on its own, okay? So we're told here that the distance from A to B is 18 metres. So A to B is that distance straight across there. So that would mean that this part of my triangle at the bottom here would be 9 metres. So that would be the first thing to fill in. We're being asked to calculate the radius. So your radius is the centre of your circle O out to the edge. So that would actually be this side here. So I'm going to call that X. And we'll just ignore the X that's on that little diagram down there. We're going to put X on that side there for a radius. So the last side I need to fill in for Pythagoras is that vertical side. So we were told that the depth of the water was 5 metres. That would be this little part down here would be 5. So if we think about this, okay, the distance from the centre to the edge is a radius, okay, and I've called my radius X. So this distance straight down here would be X. Now I know that this little small part down here is 5. So this side that's left, this vertical side, we could write that as X minus 5. Okay, the whole radius I'm going to call X. The little part, the shaded part at the bottom, the depth of that is 5. So the bit that's just left above the water up to the centre would be X minus 5. And then we can just set up a Pythagoras calculation. So I'm going to use my radius, and we're going to use the c squared equals a squared plus b squared form of Pythagoras. So in my case, that would be that x squared, the hypotenuse, is equal to the other two sides squared and added. So x minus 5 is the first side squared plus the other side squared, so plus the 9 squared. So if we break that bracket out, okay, x minus 5 squared would be 2 of those brackets. So x minus 5 and then x minus 5 again squared. And then plus the 9 squared. So if we use FOIL and we multiply out that bracket, we're going to get x squared. We're going to get minus 5x and another minus 5x. I'm going to tidy them up in one go here to minus 10x. And then minus 5 times minus 5 is plus 25. And then 9 squared is 81, so I'm going to write that in as well. And then we just need to start tidying this and then solving it. So we have x squared equals x squared minus 10x 25 plus 81 is 106. We need to now solve this for x. So what we could do first of all is tidy up the x squared terms. So if we look at this one here, that's on the wrong side if I want to get that with the other one. So I would take away x squared from both sides. So if I subtract x squared from both sides, they will actually both cancel out, and I'll be left with 0 equals minus 10x plus 106. And then it's quite easy to solve from here. We would add 10x to both sides. So that's going to give me 10x equals 106, and then divide both sides by 10. So that's going to give me 10.6, and the units here were meters.